So it turns out the camera ran out of storage a long time ago in this look. So I've been talking to nobody and I've been doing my makeup, talking to myself. This is a nightmare of a video, isn't it? Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Grwm and I'm 25 years old from Perth, Western Australia. As you would have seen by the title, today I'm going to take you through date night makeup, so what I'd wear on a nice date. On Friday just gone, I celebrated my 1-year anniversary with my partner. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we couldn't go out, we were in lockdown, but I still made sure to get nicely dressed up and ordered in takeout and had a very lovely dinner. So I thought that I'd just recreate the look that I did for that night and take you through all the products. So if you want to see how I achieved this look for a date night, then please keep on watching. Thanks guys. And this is the finished look. Honestly, if we had $1 for every time someone said that, you know, we'd be rich. Alright, so I've got a bare face as you can tell. Freckles are showing, breakouts showing. So let's get this face ready for date night. So I've already moisturized, but I'm going to put my primer on first. So the primer that I use is the Hangover Primer by Too Faced Cosmetics. I really enjoy this primer. I think it's a very good base. So with my primer, I just put it on by my fingers. I put quite a lot on. Just gonna rub that in. We're just gonna excuse the band-aid on my finger. I grated my finger, which is not good. So we're just rubbing that in, cover our face, let that sit for a minute. Alright, so I'm gonna apply my foundation now. So I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear and I use that in the shade Ecru. I actually have a new one, so we're opening a new one for this video, which is exciting. I am using a beauty blender to apply this. I actually got a new one. I'll try and link it in the description below because I really enjoy this. I got it from Mecca. It's like a microfiber one and I just feel like it makes your foundation look more skin proof. So I'm just going to tap that on. Because we're doing date night makeup, I want to go for actually quite full coverage. So I'm just going to tap that on. It's okay if it comes up here, but I'm gonna try and avoid it a little bit just because we're gonna put on some concealer. Next, I'm wearing my little headpiece that I got from Kmart, just to try and keep the makeup out of my hair and my hair off my face. Poke myself in the eye. Ooh. Oh, my eye is really watering from that. So we're off to a great start. Okay, so it's time for the concealer now. So I like to use either the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind or the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer to conceal my under eyes, and then I go in with the e.l.f. 16-hour Cameo Concealer to brighten it. So today I'm going to use the Maybelline one. So if you haven't used this before, you've just got to twist it, and then I'm just going to concentrate that into my dark circles. So just there. I apologize if there's a little bit of background noise at the moment. And then I'm just going to take that same beauty blender that I did to put on my foundation and tap that in. And then you can already see that that's covered the dark circles up a lot. And then I like to take the e.l.f. 16-hour concealer. It's in a lighter shade and it's much more heavy duty in terms of like high coverage. And then I'm just going to brighten my face using this. I'm just going to put a little bit If you haven't used this before, just apply a little bit at the start because a little bit does go a long way. And with this concealer, it is matte, so make sure that you do set it after applying it. So I'm just taking the Beauty Blender again and I'm bringing it down, and then I am taking it up. So almost like a triangle shape. And you can already see like the lift that that's given my face and the brightening it has done. So that's it all blended in. So yeah, as you can see, it's just really brightened my face and lifted it up. So I'm just gonna set that in place now. So I like to use the Laura Mercier loose setting powder and in the shade Translucent. To set my concealer, I take the tip end of the blender and I just dunk it in the powder and then set it in place, like so. So I'm just pressing that to the places where I applied the concealer, just to try and minimize the creasing in my under eyes as much as possible. Alright, there we have it. So next I'm going to do my contour. So because this is a date night, I want to have quite a structured and defined contour. So normally I'd use a more fluffy contour brush like this. So today I'm going to use a thinner brush with a bit more stiff bristles, just because I really do want that contour structured. So this one is from Priceline. I'm not sure the collection that it was from, but that's where it's from. And I am going to go in with my NARS Laguna bronzer as my contour. It's like this lighter warm tone brown color, as you can see in there. I prefer using like a lighter contour and then building it up as I go. So I'm just going to really concentrate that in and drag it up, and I'm really going to bring that in line with where I just put the e.l.f. concealer to like lift my face. And again, I'm just concentrating that where I want it because I do want quite a severe contour today. So to contour, I follow the 3 method, so tracing a 3 from your forehead, cheekbones and then jaw, like so. And I like to apply it up on my forehead too, just to really give that bronzed and contoured face. Next I'm going to go into blush. So the blush that I'm going to use for this look is by Mecca Maxima, and it's one of the Skin Halos. I have mine in rose gold. It's like a shimmery kind of shade. Because I am going for a more dramatic kind of makeup look today, I like having a bit of shimmer in my blush. So I'm just going to take a blush brush and then apply that. By the way guys, I'd love to know what you guys got up to when you were in lockdown, like what kind of dates you did when you were locked inside. So with blush, you can apply it in different places depending on what kind of face shape you want. There's some really great videos on TikTok you should check out if you're a bit more interested on how to shape your face. But for me today, I am applying on my high cheekbones and then just up here where the contour was. And then a little bit on my nose, so I'm just dusting it across my nose as well. And then finally for complexion, last but definitely not least, I'm going to put some highlighter on. So I'm using the Laura Mercier highlighter and I have it in the shade Addiction. I am going to apply it today with a fan brush. Just put a little bit on the tip of my nose, down the bridge, forehead and Cupid's bow. And then to finish this off, I am going to bake my contour today. So I don't normally bake with my everyday makeup looks, but because I am doing date night makeup and I do want this to be a bit more dramatic and structured with that chiseled finish, I am going to bake my contour in place. So to bake, I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder again, and then I'm using this part of the Beauty Blender, so the tip, and then just dragging it down. So I'm just chiseling that out following the line of the contour and then dragging powder down. Do you guys have any favorite makeup products that you're loving at the moment, or ones that like maybe you're not loving that are pretty big? So I guess overhyped and underhyped makeup products, I'd love to know. Just drag that down. Really bring out the contour. And then I'm going to put it up here too. And then I'm just going to let that powder bake whilst I do the rest of my makeup, so my eye look, and then I'll dust it off afterwards. So it turns out the camera ran out of storage a long time ago in this look. So I've been talking to nobody and I've been doing my makeup, talking to myself. I think the camera finished when I was doing my concealer. So that's a while ago. So I'm just gonna have to take it from here and then mash something together to make it all fit. So that's fun for me, but let's keep going. So whilst I'm baking, I'm going to do my eyeshadow. So because this is date night, I want quite a smoky, dramatic eye, I would say, but with neutral colours. So to do that, I am going to use the Tardy Beauty Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. It looks like, we're just going to get the glass out of it. This is a nightmare of a video, isn't it? So I break the glass, so let's not show you that, but that's what it looks like inside, so it's very, very beautiful. So I am taking a fluffy blending brush to start the eye look, and I'm going into the Matte Soothe. Ignore that, please. So into the Matte Soothe colour. It's like this nice light brown colour, and I'm going to put that all across my lid. As you can see, I'm bringing the eyeshadow quite high. That's for a couple of reasons. It's because one, I have hooded eyes, so you can't really see the eye makeup when my eyes are shut unless I bring it high. And two, I'm gonna put on fake lashes, which means that it's gonna close my eye look up a bit, so that's why I'm doing that. So that's the kind of shape that I'm going for, so I'm gonna drag that up. So I'm going to deepen up the outer third with the colour Ritual. It is this matte brown shade just here. So again, I'm just going to take it on the same brush and we're going to deepen this part up. So I want to add a little bit of colour to the look, just to give it that little bit more. So I'm going to take the pink shade that's in the palette, so I'm going to take Poet, and I am going to take this colour on a packing brush just because I want to concentrate it on the outer third of my eyelid, and it's the Matte Poet, so this one just down here. I'm going to pick that up and just add it here. So I'm packing on the colour, and then I'll take the blending brush and blend them together for a more seamless eye. I'm just going to drag it out a little bit just to really give it that cat eye effect. So just to blend those colours in a bit more, I'm going to take another blending brush and just buff them in together. And then we're going to go into the black matte here. It's called Memory. This is very, very highly pigmented. So if you have this palette, you only want to grab a little bit. I'm going to again take the same blending brush and just pack a little bit on. And I'm going to concentrate this just to that outer third. And then I'm going to drag it up over my lid just to deepen that up a bit. This really, really like smokes the eye and intensifies that look. And that's what we're working on so far. So I really love it. I hope you guys are digging it too. So next I'm gonna cut the crease so that I can add a glitter to that. So to do this, I am gonna take my concealer brush, and I think I will take the e.l.f. concealer that I have because it is the lightest and also the most full coverage, and it dries down. So I am just gonna essentially like paint my brush and do this using my mirror very, very accurately. Definitely not cut the best, but it'll do. It's concealer, so we can always fix it up if we want to. Every time I open this, more and more glass is falling out, which is not good. So I'm gonna just have to take it all out later. Alright, now I have to pick which glitter I want on the eye look. I think that I am gonna take Aura in Sequin to begin with, and then I might add a little bit of glitter at the end. So for the glitter, I am gonna start with a packing brush. So that's a really little bristle brush. And I'm just gonna concentrate Aura into the inner highlight of my eye. Just packing that where the concealer was. And I'm gonna keep across, covering where I cut my crease. I'm just gonna take a little bit of Soothing glitter, which is the light tan, which in a glitter form is almost like a light gold, and just add it to the outer portion of this. And I'm just tapping this in. And then if you want to make it look a little bit smoother, just take a blending brush and go into a transition shade, so either Aura in matte or Soothe in matte. I'm going to pick Aura and I'm just going to blend that together a bit. And then I'm just going to take Ritual, so the dark brown shade, and I'm going to add that to my lower lash and smoke it out. I think that I will take a blush like this. And I'm just going to tap very, very gently into Memory, which is that black matte shade. Just put it here. Really smoke out that. So there you have it. That's one eye done. Hope you guys can see that well on camera. It looks very nice actually. So I'm just gonna brush away that bacon now. Alright, so I'm gonna go do the other eye off of camera, add some lashes and eyebrows, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back now. I've just changed into a blue blazer, which is something that I'd wear on a date night. It's an oversized, so I could wear it as a dress. I'll insert like a photo of something that I wore similar. So I've just put on some lashes as well as done the other eye. So I have on pretty natural lashes. They're by Beauty Lashes and they're in the type Brittany, so that's what they look like. I picked them up from Chemist Warehouse. So now I am just gonna do my lips. For my lips, I'm gonna line them with a red liner from Revlon. It's one of the Colorstay Longwear lip liners. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Middle Finger in Violet Finish from the Kylie Jenner Cross Christiana collection, one of the little minis. It's like a burnt orange shade, so I'm gonna go for like a kind of ombre lip, you could say. So I'm just gonna line them. Then I'm gonna take the lipstick from Kylie Jenner and just go over my lips. And there we have it, a nice bold lip to finish the look. So to lock it all in place, I am just gonna use the All Nighter setting spray by Urban Decay. And there you have it. So this is the kind of makeup that I'd wear on a date night. It's much more full coverage and probably a little bit more in your face, but I really love this kind of makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always guys, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and follow me over on my Instagram. It's just @BrookeMcQuaid. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, I'd love to hear what you guys get up to on date nights when you were in lockdown, or like indoor activities that you've done. Bye guys!